I found out I had sickle cell when I was like 5 years, and then living with the condition was something that made me feel as if I was the only one with that kind of condition, because my parents would always restrain me from doing things that my siblings are doing. And then I will be asking myself, why is it that I am not doing all those things with them? And then they never told me actually what I was facing. The way they were treating me as if I was someone that was going to die any moment. Since I was a little baby, the only person that treated me as equal was my dad. I knew a little that time, but now I know a lot about the condition, because I can easily take care of myself when I feel down. I don't want people talking now about it with me. I don't want people that will come and say, hey, the body have started again, something like that. You know, some people can be so I can't just predict. But the way I do feel is, I used to feel as if I should just go somewhere and rest, or dig a place that will just make me not to feel the pain again, because the pain is actually hard to take. During my secondary school, I rarely go to school most of the times, and whenever I'm sick, I always feel as if it's a punishment because I cannot complete a term. And then when I found that about sickle cell, it was not even long ago. I found out that it's a disease that would make me to fall sick whenever I do some certain things, because they never told me that. I usually go to the hospital, they will just prescribe the drugs and give me, and I will be okay. We were like 4, but the remaining ones are late, and I'm the only surviving one right now. And my mom's genotype is AS, my dad is AS. My siblings are so supportive of me, because they know that this is what I've been battling with since I was a little kid. And their genotype, I can't say for all, but the ones I know, they are AA. As at that time, I would say they call me someone that will soon die. They didn't per se that I'm a sickler, but I only heard of sickler in the hospital because the doctor will ask, am I a sickler? But in the community, they will just refer to as someone that will soon die. Well, not much people have referred to me as that, but if I see people restraining me or telling me that I cannot do certain things, or telling me that my body is not strong, I feel as if I'm just in a bush and then they are in the city, and then it makes me to cry. And sometimes I do fall sick if I hear that too. The mentality people have and the belief that people have on themselves, and for this to stop is for you to accept what is in the community and what is making people to suffer, and then look after yourself and go out there and advise people on what to do, so that this will not continue spreading as it is doing now. My biggest challenge is that I cannot go there and find what I want to look for, like work right now. I cannot do some certain work because the person employing me will not look at the condition, but will look at an employee that have to work 24 hours and from first to the last day of the month. And then it's making me not to be able to help myself achieve more things for myself. Well, when I was growing up, I wanted to become a doctor, but that changed with time because I didn't get the right education to that. So I decided to change my mind to go for art student. And right now, I wrote JAM, but I did not get admission, which I want to go and write again. And right now, I'm just settling for someone. In the case of relationship, I've not had a bad one so far, but I don't think I would want to go further in relationship because I see that people are not patient enough to even look after themselves, talk more of me. So I don't have any plan for that. About AS and AS relationship, I don't advise, and anytime I hear about that, it makes me hate those people because of it's the child that will end up suffering for it, and blames will be put on each other. The marriage will now end up scattered. That is not an option at all because I wouldn't advise anyone to go into that. And for the couples I've seen so far, they are not doing well. They are not doing well because the child is always affected, and if the child is always affected, blames will be put on each other. You were the one that said it to be okay, you were the one, and that is not a good thing to the child because the patient will end up suffering for it. I don't advise that at all, and I hate it when I see that. I don't think one can prepare for sickle cell, or those parents that do prepare before getting married. I don't think, because the child the first one might end up being in sickle cell, or the second one, because you cannot just predict it, and that is your blood, that is your gene. So how can they prepare for that? I don't think so. Genotype conversation should occur. For me, I think in the early stage of the relationship, maybe the second day, because you shouldn't wait when it's deep, so you start regretting why you fell in love with the person in the first place. And then it should not be on a marriage point, because it's also good for yourself. The person, we are all responsible for ourselves, and I don't see why it should be a marriage thing, because it's not everybody that is getting married out there. And then it's for your own safety. For those that are both AS and they think they can stay together and fight for this, love is not enough, because I believe that in the future the love would disappear, because the things that you were seeing in each other are no longer there. It's only complaints that will be there. What I think the society can do differently is to encourage those with the disease, and then enlighten people more about the disease, so that they would make a society of good people. In the case of a patient with sickle cell going to the hospital and meeting a nurse or a doctor, I think what they can do differently about this is treating what the patient is feeling, but not giving only pain relief and discharging the patient just like that. My advice to warriors in the society is that they should try to help themselves first before someone will help them, because I believe if I'm helping myself, someone will be encouraged more to help me. So, and they should take care of themselves, because that's who they are and they should accept it. That is what they will be, and they should keep on having faith that they will be strong, and the society would look up to them one day. My name is Linda Vou, and my advice to parents and caretakers of warriors is that they should understand and love these warriors, because that is just what they need: love and understanding.